Downtown Los Angeles, January 2013. The Cecil Hotel stands as a fading monument of its violent past. Once grand, now shadowed by crime, it attracts those on the edge of society. A young Canadian woman named Elisa Lam checks in alone. She's bright, curious, 21. She vanishes within days. No sign, no sound. Then the security footage appears. Elisa, in an elevator, she presses buttons, hides, gestures to someone unseen, then steps out and disappears. It's the last known footage of her alive. Her story would become one of the most disturbing internet mysteries of our time. This isn't just about a missing person, it's about what we see and what we miss. About how a city full of people can still leave someone utterly alone. Elisa Lam was born in British Columbia, Canada, to immigrant parents from Hong Kong. She was raised with care, expectations, and dreams. A quiet, thoughtful child with a love for books and writing, she began blogging in 2010. Her site, Ether Fields, chronicled her struggles with depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. Her writing was raw, honest, poetic. She wrote about loneliness, about medication, about wanting to be better. She was studying at the University of British Columbia, but took time off for her mental health. Then, in early 2013, she planned a solo trip to California. A personal adventure, an escape, a chance to find herself. Her itinerary was well documented. She called home daily. She posted photos on Tumblr. She visited San Diego, zoo exhibits, bookstores. Then she arrived in Los Angeles. When Elisa missed her daily call home, her parents grew worried. The LAPD was contacted, flyers were distributed, officers searched the hotel. But they didn't check every room. They couldn't without probable cause. Police dogs swept the building. No scent, no sign. Guests and staff were questioned. Surveillance footage was reviewed. Then came the video. The elevator footage released by police became viral within hours. Internet sleuths were fascinated and disturbed. Elisa enters the elevator, press all the buttons, hides in a corner, steps out, waves her arms, looks terrified. Then it disappears. The elevator doesn't close. Was she hallucinating? Playing a game? Running from someone? Theories exploded. The video became one of the most watched mystery clips of the decade, and one of the most speculated. But answers were few. The LAPD expanded the search. Detectives reviewed her social media, talked to employees. The hotel was combed again. Still, nothing. Then came complaints. Guests said the water pressure was low, the taste was strange, the colour off. Maintenance worker Santiago Lopez was sent to the rooftop on February 19, 2013, 3 weeks after Elisa vanished. Her body was found inside one of the 4 large water tanks on the roof. She was naked. Her clothes and belongings floated nearby. The hatch was closed. There was no sign of trauma. The internet erupted again. How did she get in? Could she have lifted the heavy lid? Why was the water still in use? Theories multiplied. Elisa's autopsy ruled her death an accidental drowning. No drugs, no alcohol, just traces of her prescribed medication. But not all. Her bipolar disorder became a central point. Could she have suffered a psychotic episode? Critics questioned the thoroughness of the exam. Some claimed a cover-up. Others called it confirmation bias. Her mental health was now public, dissected, misunderstood. But she was more than a diagnosis. Was Elisa playing the so-called elevator game? A paranormal ritual? Was she stalked or attacked? Was the video edited to hide key moments? Some noticed timestamps skipped. Others saw strange shadows, a shape in the hall, a foot not hers. Still others tied her death to tuberculosis testing in LA. The test was called Lam ELISA. Coincidence or conspiracy? None of it was proven. All of it was debated. Eliza wasn't the only one to die at the Cecil. The hotel's history is thick with tragedy. It sits like a dark tower in LA, full of stories, whispers, pain. Some say the building is cursed, others call it an urban legend. But what happened to Eliza brought all of it back to the surface. People became obsessed. Reddit exploded with threads. YouTubers recreated the elevator sequence. TikToks went viral. Netflix made a documentary. Everyone had a theory. But few remembered who she really was. Elisa was a writer, a daughter, a traveller. She struggled. She dreamed. She wanted to connect, to feel alive, to matter. She became a symbol. But before that, she was a person. Her blog is still up. Her words still echo. "You're always haunted by the idea you're wasting your life," she wrote. In the end, she made the world notice, even if for the wrong reasons. If Elisa's story stayed with you, comment below. I see you, Elisa. Let's remember the person, not just the mystery. Let's talk more openly about mental health. Let's care more, and let's never forget what it costs to be unseen.